We're going to keep this thing moving. We got a very funny comedian coming up on stage. He's very funny. You may know him as 3 Chains. You may know him as J Money. Let's give a big hand for Mr. Jim Tepedino.
Let's hear it, come on!
What's up, guys? Shit. I've been waiting all year. No, my whole life to dress like this, so really happy. Finally get to try it out. I want to thank all my family and friends for continuing to come out and see me, and my beautiful girlfriend, my main hoe, Michelle, for coming. Now, guys, she told me if you guys don't laugh, she's not gonna blow me after the show. So, help me out here. No, I'm just kidding. She'll blow me. All right, guys, I'm really grateful to be here. I'm back on my feet. I was kind of out of commission for a while. About 14 months ago, I had an accident, so I'm real grateful to be back on my feet. But, you know, after having spent 3 months in the hospital, I definitely have a different view on healthcare, in particular with nurses. Because, you know, I always gave nurses a lot of credit. You know, they have a really hard job, they work long hours, and they got to be willing to do a lot of things that I just really wouldn't be willing to do. But I'm going to tell you, there's always 2 sides to a story, because not all nurses are blonde hair with big tits that give you sponge baths and hand jobs all day. You know, it's not like the old days. Not all of them are women either. I found out. Remember one day I had to go to the bathroom. I asked the nurse for a bedpan. She told me she'd be right back. I was waiting patiently. All of a sudden I heard someone come back into my hospital room, and I heard, "James, bed 2B, looking for a bedpan?" I swear, my butthole never puckered up so quick in my life. I was like, "James? Never heard of him. You got the wrong room, buddy. You turn your ass around and you go find that James. Sounds like he needs your help." Alright, guys, a little bit about myself. I'm half Italian and half Puerto Rican. But I feel like as the summer months come around, my Puerto Rican side starts to come out a little bit more. You know, my skin gets darker. I like to spend all my time outside in the sun. And most importantly, not work. Which is one of our defining characteristics. Here's a fun fact. The sheep actually has the most human-like vagina out of any animal in the animal kingdom. Which I thought was a disgusting fact at first. Until I went down to the local petting zoo and I was like, "Burk that shit up." Alright, guys, this is highbrow stuff, so I need you to buckle up. It's gonna be a rough ride. So I'll be 34 in a few weeks, and I'm relatively new to comedy, and a lot of family and friends have asked me, you know, "Jimmy, why comedy? Why now?" I don't know, I thought about it. It's something I always wanted to do. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I think I'm getting too old to go back into midget porn at this point. I think the window of opportunity has closed on that. But yo, the good thing about midget porn was my cock looked fucking huge in those little midget hands. They used to call me Cockzilla. So I'm trying to get more spiritual. That's a segue, people. Write it down. A lot of people recommended meditation. Guided meditation. I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't know really how good I would be at it. I have a lot of trouble kind of calming my mind, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So I got out my phone and I laid down on my bed with my headphones, went on YouTube, and this soothing woman's voice came on, and she told me to quiet my breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. I woke up like 3 hours later. I was like, I just fucking meditated the shit out of that. Really exceeded my expectations. All right, guys, transvaginal mesh. Let's talk about it. Have you guys seen this commercial? Transvaginal mesh, bladder sling, pelvic sling. I had no idea that this was such a problem. fact, I didn't even know what transvaginal mesh was. I did find out that it's something that kind of goes into the uterus to protect from bad childbirths or whatever it is that you're into down there. But I thought transvaginal mesh was like a permanent diaphragm, like for the whore on the go. You know? Woman goes into the doctor's office, she's like, listen, doc, I'm gonna level with you here. I'm banging like 20, 30 guys a week. I don't got time to prep the diaphragm, put the diaphragm in, take it out, clean it. Just give me the fucking mesh. You guys laughed at that, thank you. But sometimes people don't laugh at that. I think more people should. But then I thought that the people that aren't laughing are women that are like, transvaginal mesh, you say. I like where you're headed with this. I don't care too much for your comedy, but you're an idea, man, and I like that. Yeah, that's right. So, a lot of people are ordering things from China. I'm trying to save some money. Had an ex-girlfriend who asked me to get her a sex toy, so I figured, why not try China? So I ordered one of those extra large vibrating dildos, the real extra large ones from China. It was 4 inches, guys. Wait for me here. It was 4 inches. But that was 3.5 inches bigger than what she's used to, so everybody made out on that deal. Now, Jimmy, you gotta get your story straight, because a few jokes ago you were cockzilla, now you're making fun of your penis size. You gotta get your story straight. People want facts. That's why they come to comedy shows. Be consistent. So, kind of getting into designer clothes. But, you know, I was fucking shocked at how expensive some of these clothes are. I had no idea. And I'm not talking about like Calvin Klein, Kenneth Cole. I'm talking like Gucci and Ferragamo and Armani and shit. I was in the Armani store and I found this awesome shirt and I had the woman lead me back to the dressing room. And I went to go try it on and I looked at the sticker, $600 for a shirt. I was shocked. I put it on anyway, I came out, I threw it at her. She insisted that I buy it because there's a few cum stains up on the chest and the lower back area. And I was like, listen, sweetheart, if I'm gonna take my clothes off and drape something over me that costs $600, I gotta be sure I can take a few loads to the face. And it didn't live up to the hype, so you can go put that fucking thing back on the rack. Jesus, $600. Fuck out of here. So I saw a sign there that said Helen Keller, Services for the Blind. Who is that sign for? That's it, that's the whole joke. Wish I brought my water up here. So, I'm in recovery, I'm a recovered addict, and when I did drugs, I really wasn't good at anything, but I always like to think like what I would have been good at in terms of like a career path. You know, and when I was doing cocaine, I definitely would have been good at sales because I was able to talk a lot. I was able to stay up real long hours, and I was able to sell just about anything. In fact, I sold everything. I sold all my shit, my family shit, my neighbor's shit, fake shit. I even tried to sell a Shih Tzu. I called it my deal. I was like, yo, my nigga, I got a Shih Tzu here. Fucking pedigree. He's cute as shit. Let me hold something, man. You get a 20. Get a 20. He's a very paranoid drug user. I think that all drug paranoia has to do with, they're all kind of different, but they all have a common thread. They all have to do with either laughing or talking. Like, for example, when I used to smoke weed, I used to think that all my friends were laughing at me. When I used to sniff coke, I used to think that all my friends were talking about me. And when I used to drop acid, I used to think that all my friends were laughing hyenas. And when I used to smoke crack, I used to think that all my friends were, all right, let's be honest. At that point, I didn't have any friends. But I did look out the window a lot. That's gotta count for something. Thank you very much, guys.